People still using rabbit ears or the big antenna outside their house and have an older television will need to buy a digital converter box to continue to receive free over-the-air content after February 17th. We've been telling you about this for some time. Now here to tell us more about it, Dan Thompson from Claris Networks. Good to see you this morning, Dan. All right, we talked just there about some of the people it affects. Briefly go over who this digital switchover will affect.
Right. So starting, as you mentioned, February 17th, all providers of content that's free over the air, like WBIR, have to switch from an analog signal to a digital signal. Now, who that affects are people who are using the rabbit ear still for their signal, or they're using the big antenna outside. Now, if you're using cable, it doesn't affect you. If you're using satellite, it also doesn't affect you. So again, it's just people who you're still using those rabbit ears or the big antenna. You know, a lot of people that I've talked to say, hey, you know, I've got cable, but I just don't have a line run to my kitchen or whatever, and I've got a TV in there, and I'm using rabbit ears in there. So that type of situation, you'll definitely need a converter box. Absolutely.
Okay. And you have some different types of antennas you want to talk about.
Yeah, that's right. So in this process, now the digital signal is actually ready right now. So if you have a converter box, you can actually receive the signal. Now we've talked to people, and in our testing, who have said, hey, you know, I used to get X number of channels, and now that I've switched over to this converter box, I get a few less channels. What's the deal? And really, it's kind of the way that the signal is processed, if you will, without trying to get too technical here. But with the analog days, you could kind of get a signal and the channel be a little bit fuzzy. But with digital, you either get the channel or you don't get the channel. There's no fuzziness anymore. So what you may consider, if you find yourself in this situation, what you may consider doing is upgrading to a new antenna. Yeah, here's a picture of one. Great. You may consider upgrading to one of these new style antennas, which will allow you to receive those channels again, hopefully, to get those signals. Now, also, I'll point out that if you have an HD TV, these antennas will also allow you to receive the HD signal. So if you want to get those free HD channels, it'll allow you to do that, which is great. And they're about the same price as the standard def antennas, so might as well upgrade.
All right, what about the RCA one?
The RCA one, this antenna this is one of the ones that also does HD and standard def. It's still kind of got those ears, you know, and I was looking around yesterday on Best Buy's website. So if you're tired of this look right here with the antenna sticking up, Best Buy actually sells one that looks like a picture frame. So you can actually, you know, put pictures of your kids or your grandkids or whatever.
That's great.
Set it on top of the TV, hook it up, nobody will ever know the difference. Looks just like a picture frame. It's great.
And if you don't want that, you got the traditional looking one right there.
That's right. Yeah, we still got these still kind of rabbit earsy looking things will still work.
Okay, so you would need the converter box in addition to that if you want those extra channels to still be there.
That's right. That's a very good distinction. The digital antenna does not negotiate or negate the need for the digital converter box. You'll still have to have that converter box.
Okay, and quickly, can folks still get the government coupons for the converter boxes?
You can still apply for them. There's a shortage in the project for funding right now. President-elect Obama has actually requested that Congress appropriate more funds to this and do so quickly. So you can still apply, but you'll be put on a waiting list. And where you go to apply for those is dtv2009.gov. There's an application there. Also, if you're planning on attending the Blue Cross Healthy Living Expo next week, on January 22nd, the Regional Senior Summit, which is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're going to have applications available for people attending the summit. If you'd like to fill those out, I imagine they'll have people there to help you with it.
Very good. Dan, always great talking to you.
All right,
great
thanks
information.
A lot.